Hi guys, I'm Nathan and welcome to English with LinguaTrip. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about the best romantic comedies that will help you improve your English. All of these are full of real-life conversations, which makes them great for someone who wants to practice their listening skills and pick up a lot of really useful expressions, with a lot of laughs and fun along the way. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We are here every week with a fun new lesson.
Everything's in English.
All you need to know.
All right. How did you learn to speak English?
Number 1. Failure to launch. Trip, played by Matthew McConaughey, is a 35-year-old man enjoying his life. He has a cool job, a hip car, lots of girlfriends, and a passion for sailing. But he still lives with his parents, which is only a problem for them.
Well, tonight I see us going back to my place.
Trip, as long as you're up, son. Oh, come on, Pop. You two have fun.
You live with your parents?
Is that a problem?
So, they decide to hire a beautiful woman, played by Sarah Jessica Parker, who tries to help him graduate out of the house. And then the fun begins.
His parents want him out.
His parents want him out of the house, which means they want him to leave. You can say, I want you out of my life, when you don't want to see the other person ever again.
I can have your son moved out of this house by June 15th.
Hallelujah.
I'll have your son moved out of this house by June the 15th. Have him moved out means he will no longer live here. Number 2, life as we know it. Holly and Eric went on a date and absolutely hated it.
Allison, promise I never have to see him again.
But their common friends, who happen to be a married couple with a baby, are convinced that they are made for each other. After a big tragedy, they found out that they became the guardians of that little girl.
Yes, this is she.
Did Allison and Peter speak with you about who would take care of Sophie in the unlikely event that they should both die?
No.
Well, they named you.
I'm sorry. They picked us together?
Now, they have a huge house and a baby that they're responsible for. Watch to see how they handle it. To handle something. To manage, to deal with, or to be responsible for.
Good as new!
Still breathing!
Yay!
Are we supposed to live in this house together?
We are part of a plan.
Some chick says, oh, mister, you can forget the condom.
You okay?
And I say no, and I still end up with the kid.
We need to figure out a schedule. That's my night off!
Get 3 weeks of live English by real American speakers with our new marathon. You get 15 lessons of fun and helpful homework. You'll figure out how to tell stories and engage with native speakers in conversation. A bonus, we'll even cover euphemisms to talk about forbidden subjects.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
The link and a special promo code will be in the description box. Number 3, one of my personal favourites, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is the story of Peter Bretter, who is dumped by his famous actress girlfriend Sarah Marshall after a 5-year relationship.
Hey, you got here fast. I got a surprise for you.
Peter, as you know, I love you.
Are you breaking up with me?
So, he decides to go on vacation to Hawaii to move forward with his life, and he ends up spending a week there with her and her new boyfriend, a well-known singer named Alda Snow.
Why don't you go on a vacation?
I could go to Hawaii.
Welcome to Turtle Bay and enjoy your stay. Peter, what are you doing here?
Came here to murder you.
This is a disaster.
Number 4, The Ugly Truth. This one is hilarious. A morning show producer, played by Katherine Heigl, doesn't have much luck with guys. She's a big believer in true love and is a big fan of complex self-help books like Chicken Soup for the Soul and Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. She happens to work with Mike, who she thinks is disgusting. And Mike thinks that she's a little naive and a bit of a control freak.
I should warn you, this guy's a little rough around the edges. Say hello to our new guest commentator.
Who's this delightful creature?
I'm your producer.
I like your woman on top.
Turns out, he is going to help her get a guy that she actually likes. Here's what happens next.
If you do exactly as I say, you'll get this guy.
You're really that confident? All right, deal.
I'm spending my money. Would you stop doing that?
Why? Is it turning you on?
Maybe.
I think I kind of like it.
Really?
Sucker.
I wouldn't do it.
Number 5, Just go with it.
This may sound strange, but for years I've pretended to be married.
My wife beats me in front of my kids.
No.
I know how wrong it is, but there's no strings attached and nobody gets hurt.
Danny Maccabee, played by Adam Sandler, meets the girl of his dreams, played by Brooklyn Decker, but has to enlist his loyal assistant, played by Jennifer Aniston, to pretend to be his soon-to-be ex-wife to cover up a careless lie.
I got a business card in my pocket.
What's this?
A circle?
When more lies backfire, Catherine's kids become involved, and well, you guessed it, they go ahead and head off to Hawaii for a ridiculous, out-of-control weekend that tests the limits of how far we'll go for love.
Is that her? Hello, boring.
Why are you wearing that?
I'm just playing the part. I give you my blessing.
I have to tweet to all my friends.
Oh gosh, I forgot. You're 15.
Ow!
Yeah, I created fake family for that.
Give me some fake hugs right now and laugh real loud. I'll see you in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Number 6. No strings attached. This one at first sounds like the standard romantic comedy. The couple decides to have a sex-only relationship, and one ends up falling for the other, and they live happily ever after.
I'm a doctor. I work 80 hours a week. I need someone who's gonna be in my bed at 2 a.m. who I don't have to eat breakfast with.
I hate breakfast.
Good.
But there is a lot of comedy mixed in this movie, so you will be definitely entertained. Number 7. The 5-year engagement. This movie has the same director and writer as Forgetting Sarah Marshall. In San Francisco, Tom, a sous chef, and Violet, a PhD graduate, are happily engaged. But they run into trouble every time they try to set a wedding date.
This engagement party is a moment to celebrate a new future, but not without first exploring a past. Jenny Newman, Greta K, Anna Pena, Lizzie Gray, this Korean, that Korean, and Lizzie Gray again.
When Violet is accepted into the University of Michigan's 2-year postdoctorate psychology program, Tom agrees to move with her and delay their wedding, but is disheartened to learn his boss planned to make him head chef.
I got a letter from the University of Michigan. I got a job for 2 years.
2 years is nothing.
Really?
And we'll start planning the wedding again from there.
Babe.
We both know I deserve to get super laid for this.
To get laid means to have sex. All of these movies leave a very sweet taste in the mouth. I hope you have a great time watching them. Let me know in the comments, what is your favourite romantic comedy? Click here to watch other videos, and don't forget to subscribe to English with LinguaTrip. See you in the next one. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is the story about Peter Bretter, who is dumped by his famous actress girlfriend, Sarah Marshall. Who? Sarah Marshall? Sarah Marshall. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's called Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Number 6. In San Francisco, Tom, a sous chef, and Violet, a PhD graduate, are happily engaged, but they run into trouble every time they try to set a wedding date. A wedding date. When Violet is accepted into the University of Michigan's 2-year postdoctorate psychology program, wow, that's a tongue twister. If you haven't seen the tongue twister video, check that out. It stopped recording when I was on a roll. One last time, let's go.